Hello everyone, Kroko here, and today I'm going to be discussing a topic that I'm sure you've found yourself at least once pondering the existence of this topic, and that's the topic of alternate universes. Now, alternate universes, alternate dimensions, alternate realities, many names for them. Think of something that you are faced with a decision. Maybe a decision with more than one possible option, and say you picked yes. What that just did was create an alternate universe that, you say no. There are many alternate universes out there, many multiverses in the entirety of the world, and that being that every time you make a decision with more than one option and pick whatever option you pick, there is an alternate universe where you picked the other option. Say you decide to get a pet cat in the normal universe. There's an alternate universe where you get a dog named, say, Cupcake, if your cat was named Muffin. That's just an example or something. And say that you pick a flower out of a field of many flowers. In an alternate universe, there's an alternate universe for every single flower that you could have possibly picked. Which is why it's so cool that there are so many different alternate universes out there that exist with your own. Alternate universes can also be considered in the spatial dimension and the time dimension. And obviously, there are many other places outside of our own universe that could be too unstable or unpredictable, being that spatial dimensions and that alternate universes are kind of like spatial lens in time, where a decision you make could spiral out into many others, branching into endless possibilities. Also existing with the temporal dimension and that of time. It can be considered to be a matter of working in all three dimensions, also the fourth dimension being time. Now, back to this discussion on the fact that alternate universes, how many are there, you may ask? Well, there have been the thought of parallel alternate universes for as long as people have thought about our own universe. Meaning that there are endless alternate universes out there that could all exist with each other, surrounded entirely. And in an alternate universe, the universe you live in could be considered an alternate universe to that alternate universe, which can sometimes be pretty hard to explain, but it's relatively easy actually to explain. But in a sense, parallel universes are created alongside your own, and they're each when you're faced with an option. Say, just gonna come up with a random example here. This being that maybe you are in a library. There are tons of books you could have picked. You decide to pick a book about history. There are alternate universes for every single book in that library that you could have possibly picked. And that comes back to the lens in space, and how exactly space and time being completely warped and morphed and just played with endlessly, creating tons of just different universes. It could be one universe where you don't exist. There could be a universe where instead of my YouTube channel being called Croco the God, it's Alligator the Goddess. For all I care, there's definitely a universe where that happens. There are endless universes for every possible name I could have picked for my YouTube channel. Which goes the same for drawing. Say you want to draw a cat, but you also have the idea to draw a dog. Say you draw the dog. In an alternate universe, you're drawing that cat, which is pretty cool. And also for your parents. Say when they're naming you, they're forced with the idea to choose a perfect name for you. There is an alternate universe for every single possible name that they could have picked for you. Pretty amazing, right? I also have a magic trick for you that Google left in only for YouTubers like us. If you go down to the red subscribe button on the bottom of this video under the description, and you click it, it will turn gray. It's magic. It'll turn gray. It's an Easter egg. And also, if you click that thumbs up button, it will turn blue. But if you're using dark mode, it will turn white. Isn't that amazing? Those cool magic tricks I just Googled and want you to see. It's amazing, isn't it? All the different things. There's an alternate universe, in fact, where you aren't even watching this video. Think about alternate universes.